Osaka, the Omi Alliance. There's a big thing going on, a meeting. I actually fought two guys from previous Yakuza games. They popped up. The one guy with the eye patch, who I recognized. The other guy did not. I don't have a lot of knowledge of the whole Yakuza series. Mad Dog something, I forget. It was like Majima, I can't remember. But they pretty much kicked my ass in the fight, so I'm like, you know what? I had to save right before I even got there, so I was like, I need to level up, because in Osaka, the battle arena's there, so I'm going in there and I'm getting my levels up a little more. Just making sure I have the best weapons equipped, best, accessories and, armor type stuff equipped as well. So I go in there and do better, so I might just screw around for like another 4 or 5 hours leveling up and stuff. But I love the game. I really enjoy it. I know people who are like big time fans of the series kind of don't like the battle system because it's not like the other battle systems are almost kind of like just like beat 'em up battle system. This is obviously turn-based. You have people in your party. You have 7 people total. I have everybody now. I like the turn-based battle system. I've played a decent amount of Yakuza 3, and I like the beat-em-up style as well, but I am enjoying this. I really like the characters, especially the main 4, Ichiban. Kasuga's the main one. I won't spoil story stuff here, but stuff happens. You're uncovering things about people. Pretty good little twists and turns in there and stuff. And it's been fun. The story's actually really good, in my opinion. I really like the story. I mean, I could realistically review the game right now, but I'm just gonna ramble about it. I typically don't like to review a game unless I'm, finished with at least the main story, but really enjoyable. Like, I like him as a character. He's really well done. And the main 3 side characters, Namba, Adachi, and Sayeko. I'll say the other people's names wrong too as well, but I mentioned this in a previous video. I love the camaraderie kind of, and the chemistry between the 4 characters in Final Fantasy 15. Noctis, Prompto, Ignis, and Gladio, or Gladiolus, but they call him Gladio. Really like that. I like it even more in this game with those 4, specifically, and the other 3 characters as well, but those 4 were in it, like you had them most of the time. Not the whole time, but most of it. And really like it, and it's kind of a little different. It's probably been done at points, but because your character's 42, he does go to prison for a while. He takes the fall and is willing to do it, wants to do it. Stuff happens. That's like, I'm not gonna ruin. I think you already knew that anyway. If you in the trailers and stuff when the game came out, but it's really he gets out and things are different now. He's in there for 18 years. He's supposed to do 15, but he beats the shit out of these dudes in there and gets 3 more years. But he's well done the 4. Just have you can do bond levels with all the people, the 6 other people in your party. You go to this bar called the Survive Bar, and you can talk with them, and you get like bond points at the end of battles and stuff, and you can talk, and they have it's almost like a little side quest you go on at the end of it, which is cool. I only have to get Zhao's up to 5. I think he's at 3. There's him and there's June. I think his name June something, and Eerie as well. She's the one you meet her originally when you do the micromanagement mini game, but that's almost like a huge side quest of its own as well, which I actually beat earlier. The top level of it. That's kind of a cool thing, little side here. You go in there, you can buy properties, you have to hire employees, you can actually recruit employees on the street. Some people you have to have a certain level of because you have base attributes attributes, not, I should say personality kind traits, as kindness, passion, confidence, style. I think there's two others, but if only certain guys will only want to be recruited if either A, give them something, or B, you have to have a certain level of one of the intellect things to do it. There's also a vocational school you can go to upgrade those. You take like little tests. You gotta get a 3 out of 5 right on a bunch of different things: sports, history. Sega has history of Sega, which I did the first one of that. But there's other different ways to get those traits up. There's a ton of sub stories, but that the business management thing's great. You end up the president, and then there's another group. There's a guy Nick who you meet earlier in the game who helps fund you, and he's got specific goals he wants you to meet before, and you gotta raise your thing up the ladder. It's got the triangle. You gotta move up to number 1. You start at 100 or something, and you have that your stock value goes up as well. You have like board meetings with the shareholders, and that's like a cool little mini game where I finally figured out fully how to do it. Certain people, they'll come up with a certain color, and that some of your employees will have different things they're good at. So you can attack them, you gotta break their guard down first. Then you start hitting them, you get a certain amount of points you gotta use, and certain employees have a certain point level, and the points go down. And then you can do have a meter going up on the side with Kasuga, where he'll apologize and you'll get points back, and it's a little attack on them. It's actually really cool, and it's only like a minute and a half or something to do it, but you gotta get their support up. I'm not great at it overall, I was able to beat it, because there's other bad guys who come in and you gotta defeat them, and you find out Erie's family lost their business with one asshole, and Nick hates him too, and everything, but that was fun. I need to do better. You gotta buy properties and stuff, and upgrade the properties, and you have to have certain employees in each one. It's really cool, but I feel like I can do better. You can buy commercials, and then your revenue goes up because of the commercial and stuff, and there's a lot of cool stuff going on there. There's a lot of other sub stories I've done as well, a good amount that you find out, and some are pretty long. They go on for a bit. And the game's wacky as hell. It's just, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. They're early in the game. You find a flyer for a thing called Pound Mates, and Ajaji calls it, and he's like, he thinks he's gonna a woman's gonna come to this location, but it's this dude comes, and you find out if you call on him, he'll come and help you in battle, and you got it the first time's free, and then you have to pay after that. I have 16 or 17 of them now. I got a cat in there. I got a crawfish. I mentioned in a side quest, you end up getting this crawfish. There's friggin' an actor in there. Men, women, just everybody. A Yakuza guy in a diaper, because that was a side quest that was weird. This game's really, there's a lot of weird going on top of the, serious story that's actually really well done. And there's all this other crazy stuff going on. There's the romance shop where you can craft weapons. This woman crafts weapons for you. You can put funds into her thing too, and then your level goes up there, and she can craft more stuff or strengthen your weapons and your armor as well. Throughout the game, you get all types of materials, bugs, wood, window panes, all types of crap. You can change jobs in the game, and you'll have different abilities. But you gotta level up your job rank. You have your bond with the characters. You have your regular level and your job rank, and then it unlocks different attacks you can do, special attacks you can do that cost MP. You have tag team attacks. You have each character has a really special attack, and you get a little cutscene. The Pound Mates thing has cutscenes too. There's the part-time hero where you're doing all types of different challenges and stuff, and getting your rank up there. That's where I got the cat. And the one guy loses his cat. You gotta find him, and then you gotta find his original cat. There's a batting cage minigame. There's a golf minigame, which is both really cool. you can go to the Sega clubs and the arcades and play old, Virtua Fighter, Super Hang-On. I was playing, I can't remember what it's called. It's the old, it was like a Master System game originally, and then it was on the Genesis as well. You're in the little ship and you go backwards and forwards and you just shoot 'em up game. I can't remember what it's called. Wonder Boy or something. I don't know. But there's that. There's other games like Mahjong and stuff. You can play other types of games that I don't know how to play, and I really haven't played them. Cool mini games. There's a battle arena now that I have. There's actually some of the jobs I unlocked. The foreman job, and I was using Yakuza in it. And there's a few points in the game where you can break down things with a sledgehammer. And so I found the gold key. There's silver and gold safes throughout the city. The silver skeleton key you get early just as part of the game. But you have to buy gold keys from one of these special merchants. And so I bought a bunch of keys. There's also a can collecting mini game as well, which is kind of fun. There's like a lot to do in this game. The game world's not overly huge. It's a good size. Kamaracho is the first area, and I believe you end up back there, but Yokohama is the main one you're in. And you can take taxi cabs throughout areas and stuff like that, and parts itself, because they're broken up into sections. Like I said, the combat's fun. Like I said, you can change jobs and stuff. I've changed jobs. Erie, I actually have, is the idle job now. And it's actually better. It's leveled up further than her original one, which was clerk. There's the guy. Somebody actually on Giant Bomb back in the day they were talking about when it came out. There's like a Professor Oak in this game type guy, and it's not a Pokédex. It's like the Suji Dex, and it's just like a place that like tells you about all the scumbags in the city. He wants to like know about all the scumbags. It's funny. You can buy weapons as well. You get materials and stuff when you beat enemies as well. There's also the Tojo Clan crests that you can find, and then there's like this guy in like a bunny suit who's a former Tojo Clan guy. That's part of like the story. The Tojo Clan got destroyed for reasons, but I won't mention it. Maybe in a full review I will, but that happens, and that one takes the Tojo Clan crests, and you can get stuff with that. It's like the currency the person wants them. There's a dragon card as well, where it's like a little Mario Kart thing that you do. It's pretty much a Mario Kart type thing, where you can do that as well. I've done a little bit of that. That's another mini game, which I need to go back and do more of now, actually, when I think about it. Because I forget other things as I'm going about doing other stuff. And you can go to the different restaurants and eat. You can buy food to have, which helps you in the fight if you're low on health. Or if you're just low on health, you can go there and eat as a group and stuff and get all your stats back. There's also darts as well. I forgot about darts, which is fun. And you can watch movies as well, and that's like another mini game where he keeps falling asleep, and you gotta do a little mini game to stop you from falling asleep, which is fun. And you could watch movies or play darts with other people in your party as well. And sometimes their bonds will go up if you see like a movie with the right person, the right movie, and bond will go up. Like I said, I only have one more bond to get to 5, so just karaoke as well. In the survive bar, there's karaoke. There's just a ton of stuff, and I'm probably still forgetting some things, but it's just super fun. Like I said, I enjoy the turn-based combat. You can tag out your character as well and bring in other people in reserve. And when your bond goes up, when they're not in your active party, they'll gain full experience, which is nice. That's part of the reason I wanted to get all the bonds up, so I wanted everybody to be able to gain full job and level experience when they're not in a fight. But your bond can only go up if they're in the group, so Zhao has been in my group the whole time now as I try to get his bond up further. But it's just a fun game. There's also things you can take. You can take pictures of these things. I forget what they're called. That will get you something. I've taken a picture of 2 of them. They're hard to find, actually. Quest fan, so he mentions Dragon Quest a lot. Some of the enemies all of a sudden will change into different things and stuff. It's fun. It's goofy, but it's kind of like endearing and charming in that way as well as being like super serious with the other stuff. Kazu's a really good character. All of them are really the ones you're with. Cat snoring, you probably hear. I just wanted to talk about this game for a little bit here and just absolutely play it if you haven't. It's so good. If I was rating it right now, I'd absolutely give it a 9 easy, maybe even a 9.5. I just love it that much. I'm having so much fun just doing all this stuff too. And I have no problem kind of level grinding as well. I have no problem doing it. You know, it's fun. The battles don't usually take that long unless it's like a boss battle. But music's fun in this game too. The main battle theme in Yokohama is really good. I was listening on YouTube the other night. But it's a really cool game. Sorry, Bubba's. I'm gonna pet her a little bit so she stops snoring for a second. She'll be back to sleep in 2 seconds. It's just really a really good game, and even though it's turn-based combat, it still has like a beat 'em up kind of style. And there's cool little things in combat, like if you're close to like a traffic cone or like a bike, they'll pick it up, because you can pick up like in the regular Yakuza, you can pick up stuff and start beating the shit out of people with it as well. So in this, sometimes your attack won't be your weapon, but they'll pick up a bike or something and smash them with it. They'll kick bikes into the person before attacking him, and the enemies will do the same to you. If you choose an enemy behind another enemy and you run towards them, they'll sometimes just punch you and stop your attack as well. Sometimes you can get hit by them, but keep going and do your attack as well. There's another dungeon where you can go through this too. This is the battle arena, and there's a dungeon thing where you can go in and fight a bunch of people. It's an area that you were in early in the game, like a basement sewer type thing. You can do that as well for experience and stuff like that. There's just a ton going on in this game. The minigames are all fun too, which I like. Just overall, really good game. These little suitcases too, you can find throughout the city with items in them as well. There's just a lot going on. It's really, really good. I really enjoy it. Like I said, I'm 50-something hours in. I'll probably end up putting at least another 20 to 30 into it. I don't know how many chapters are there. I read somewhere it's like 15, so I don't know for sure. Who knows, 12 might be one of the last ones because of the way that... I mean, you're fighting those original Yakuza guys from the other games. So I expect them to be tough. That's why I'm like, okay, it's time to level up. More. Like, I'm at level 42, I think, now. I want to go a little higher, though. I was able to handle one guy, but then... Like, I didn't take him out, but I had him, like, halfway down, but then the other guy gets involved, and then all of a sudden I'm like, holy shit. So sometimes in games like this, these kind of, like, RPG type games, I like, pay attention, but I don't continue to pay attention to, like, equipping the best gear and stuff like that, especially the best, like, armor type stuff, and little extra things, like bracelets and stuff that help with attributes. But yeah, that's just a ramble there. I wanted to ramble on Yakuza for a bit. Like I said, I probably forgot some stuff, but I'm really enjoying it. I just wanted to really actually do a video dedicated, just kind of talking about it. I know I did what I've been playing, talked about it for a bit, but I really wanted to go a little more in depth because I really do like the game, and that was earlier on. I did that one. That's how you fight people in the streets. It's like just groups of people you fight. You can kind of avoid them, and you can run. The weird thing is they won't run away if you're beating the shit out of them in a fight, which I always found a little weird. Graphically, it looks pretty good. It's not like top of the line, but it looks solid. The cities all look good. The character models all look good as well. It's a pretty decent variety of enemies. There's some weird enemies too. There's like people literally in trash bags. There's just a lot to do. I said the overall story is really good. It's a lot of intrigue and stuff. It's really nice. Admittedly, I kind of regret, like, I'm doing the English voices, which are fine, but in the previous Yakuzas that I actually spent some time with, I don't know if you could even put it in English. I think you could put it in English, but I would always have it in English subtitles, but it's in Japanese, because I felt it was more authentic, And I kind of regret that. You can go back to the main title and change it, so I might do that at some point. But yeah, that's just a nice ramble there about Yakuza Like a Dragon. Definitely pick it up. It's on Game Pass on the Xbox. I don't know if it's on whatever PlayStation's thing is. PlayStation now. Really, really awesome game. Absolutely play it if you're into turn-based strategy games. I mean, JRPGs. I should say, not turn-based strategy games. I think if you're a Yakuza fan, most Yakuza fans do like it. Some don't like the combat, but they actually do enjoy the characters and stuff. So definitely check it out. But thanks for checking this out.